And this is a conversation that is your everyday conversation. Let me begin by asking, when you sign a film or when you sign a project, what key elements do you look at before you get into it, before you give a go ahead? And then later on we'll come to the design side of it.
First of all, hi. I hope you guys are alive. I hope you got some lunch. I hope the coffees are keeping you alive. And first of all, thanks for all the kind words. To answer you, you see how impromptu and unprepped this conversation is. I'm not against prep. I think preparation, hard work, objectivity. Since it's all about design today, I'll try to bring the word design a couple of times. So some of you won't have, why is he here? I can say I said design 6 times by the end of this. I think the most important thing for me in life is I love what I do. And I'm very grateful to have this life. I'm very grateful that I can meet people. I'm very grateful that I can chat. I don't know when and how I developed this understanding, which I feel is a good quality to chase. I think just waking up every morning and having the intent to be good, to be nice, to be attentive, to serve, to help, and to be able to just go to that rooftop party that you were not invited to. Okay, you guys are supposed to laugh there and show me that you're awake and a part of this conversation. That was a test, you all failed. I always say there's a method to the madness and there's madness to the method. So I've been very blessed, Ruhail, to have got this vast range of roles and films, and not because the guy with the good voice and who said kind words. I'm actually very grateful. A lot of people in my industry and my friends and fans, they say you are very versatile. And early in my career, I would say, yeah, I am. Over the years, I've realized I'm just lucky. The versatility was in the roles. The versatility was in the parts. The versatility was in the vision of those filmmakers who thought that I can do this.
Sometimes it happens, you're working as a team and your director or your producer has a certain vision, but it's not aligned maybe a shot is not aligned, a part of the script is not aligned. How do you deal with those kind of small contradictions, I may say, conflicts, How do you deal with, it's in every actor's body of work. How do you deal with such situations?
How do you deal?
I try to be patient and maybe, deal with it
But
internally.
just patience won't help.
Of course, I think I've learned it over a period of time. Maybe it has, and I've spent some time with you, maybe I've become that. But from an actor's perspective, how do you deal with differences if you have, maybe your character is going a certain direction and suddenly the script demands something else? Are there conflicts where there have been cases that you got angry and that design of the character did not fit your vision, but you dealt with it in a certain graceful way? How do you deal with such conflicting situations?
Bro, you told me outside you're going to keep this light. This is not light, but I think we are not here to just be light. So it's a very, I want to thank you for this thought-provoking question, and I will not shy away from it, and I'll try to be as honest as possible. I think age and, again, self-work, great mentors, some books, experiences helps us to be calmer and be patient. But yes, right. When I did my first film, Kai Poche, after my first shot, I would finish and they would say cut, and I would go to like 10 people. When is the next shot? When is the next shot? Why I can't wait. So I had a lot of impatience in me. Then I also realized that any business, you have to design twice. You have to,
Keywords, right?
yeah, you have to design the future. Let's come back. I think I'm trying to be succinct in sharing what I feel on this subject. First of all, humans will conflict. Not necessarily that we are evil or we are, they are great teams. They are great visionary people. There are so many people that get along still because our objectivity, our speech, our understanding, our upbringing, our expression, everything is so diverse. Everything is so vast. So I'll share where I learned. I started identifying that. Because I always wanted everyone to accept me. Why doesn't this person understand what I'm saying? And then I realized I'm not doing the same. So I brought this, again, understanding this ability, this quality in me. And the beautiful word is communication. Communication with respect. Communication with intent. And there are days when you want to headbutt, but you can't do that. And you got to step back, get control over your emotions, and communicate. And in terms of my career, I feel, again, I'm very blessed to have worked with actors and directors who are always open. And whenever I meet my directors, I always thank them. I said, hey, you gave me a seat on the table. And then I realized that, especially in creativity, in creation of just not the movies, we can, we have such beautiful minds, we have such beautiful hearts, and how we design the now and the future through movies, through architecture, through so many different aspects in the world. I think the most important thing is to give everyone a seat on the table. I think once you have the seat on the table, you diminish lines, hierarchy, who's done what, and you come to one objectivity. And then you give it all. I feel I'm in that phase of life.
You also, we saw that initial clip, you have also worn a director's hat and an actor's hat, and in a way a producer's hat also. You produce documentaries, biking, stories, you can chronicle all those stories. Shifting between actors and a director's role, are the mindsets very different?
To be honest, I don't shift. I've not done that much directing yet, though a lot of my friends keep nudging me. And the first time I was told on a film set, I'll just share a trivia. I was filming for this limited web series called Zid, which is on an OTT platform. And I had the privilege to play Major Deep Singh Sengar, who was from Para 4. And I got so involved because I'm a huge fan of the Indian Armed Forces. And my upbringing was military. So I was so serious that I was borderline soldier. But you don't want a soldier on a movie set. You want an actor, who. So I got so involved that I would kind of react to other actors, to people who are not holding the gun properly. And I just forgot about action and cut. And at lunch, my director came to me. He said, Amit, thanks for the help. I think I see a director in making. So I thought he's complimenting me. And I said, okay, thanks. Post-lunch, around mid-noon tea time, they say tea time, we don't get any tea. So my producer walks in. He said, Amit, great shots. Thanks for what you're bringing in. I see a director in you. Now I got alarmed. I said, I think I'm getting carried away, and they're not liking it. By the end of it, one more person from the unit, an important person, you can say in one way, one of my bosses, great day. I say, yeah, thank you. have you ever thought of directing? I said, hey. I got scared for a second. I said, look, are you guys upset that I am just getting so involved? I mean, it was good that they took it in the right spirit, but yeah, long story short, maybe one day. I do have I keep thinking if I ever get to direct, definitely I think it'll be a story that I would like to write. And I'm a huge fan of Majid Majidi. I hope you guys have seen some movies of his. He's a great filmmaker. He tells stories about heart and emotions and simplistic stories about children. So if I ever make a film, or maybe my first film could be, about children and parents and, something like that.
If we trace your journey from Kai Poche to now, which body of work are you really, three pieces, three names that you're really very proud of?
I mean, I don't see, I'm doing my work, so I don't see being proud of, like, am I going to say, hey, I was here present and I came on time and I'm proud that I came on time? I don't attach proud with that. I have a very conflicting thing with this word. I don't understand what proud means and why we need to be proud every time we do something. But what I live with my head raised and I feel happy about is that I give 1,000% to everything I do, and to every person I meet, and to wherever I go, and every word everything that I do, that makes me feel happy. Proud, hopefully I'll do better things in life for community, for society, for others. And I think even for that, one shouldn't be proud of, you know what I mean?
You're also, I think, bringing in a new design thinking, a new narrative in Bollywood in the way a star behaves. Normally they are, they behave in a certain way. But when we talk about Amit Sash, he's always seen as approachable, down to earth, while having that stardom. How do you kind of have this conflicting, anti kind of mainstream approach to stardom? You are not kind of, tough to approach. You are so grounded. I've seen you in your personal life, How do you stay grounded despite success?
Yeah, first of all, I don't think so I have any crazy stardom. If I had any stardom, these people would have been awake. Most of them are still sleeping. I'm joking. Yeah, I'm blessed. I don't think so I have any stardom. I've done some work. When I go out, people connect with me. They take pictures, and I love talking to them. Something funny happened 3 days ago, and somebody said, if you don't mind, can I have a picture with you? I said, I will mind if you don't get the picture with me. So that's who I am, okay? And there's a long way to go. And in terms of my three favorite work, for me, every film was everything for me. Most of them worked, and I hope it continues like that. But at the end of the day, I'm just a normal bloke, yeah? I wake up and I go to work and I live from here, and who am I to be not approachable? Because when you are approachable, I feel you open this energy space that people can come and bless you, talk to you, confide with you, collaborate with you. There's so much of possibility to enhance your life, your energy. So I've learned that through my teachers, my parents, and I think it's a good thing. It's a good thing to be nice. It's not hard.
In terms of your upcoming projects, tell us a little bit. I've seen some trailers. What all is coming up you can share with our audience here as well?
Yeah, you face the brunt of being a friend.
I love that.
He's seen 6 trailers of mine of a movie that is not released yet. I think he won't see the 7th. He said, picture hi dikha de. Well, I have a movie called Pratap, which is a story of an encounter specialist. I'm sure people in this room know what an encounter specialist is. And it's a nice story. It's a psychological drama of a man. Antardwand ki film hai, ek insan ki, a character ki, with his good and his bad, and what people go through, who are in these kind of jobs, spies, special forces, army, CRPF, ITBP, the people who are at the front line, people who are keeping us safe. I'm very excited about it. I'm very, very thrilled about it. And my producer, in fact, is going to come and meet me in an hour here. He's just landing. So hopefully this year the movie should come out.
And finally, about your passion for documentary filmmaking and biking, how do you find time for that? And on that front, what all do we see?
Yeah, so this is interesting. I don't know if any of you thought why that clip was played. And that is the beauty of that we don't have to be, aligned with everything. So while I was outside, I could also be called the guy who spills the beans. I just tell everyone everything. And then the team came and said, do we have a clip? So I said, I don't have a clip, but my favorite clip is of my motorcycling. Something very interesting happened while I was making this documentary. I went to see the heartland of the country, which I've seen numerous times, but maybe with a different vision and objectivity. While I was in this village, or this place called, I'm sure you guys know Laul, Spiti, Ladakh. In Laul, the last village is called Ruhail. It's a village which is doing a lot of, they're really enhancing their horticulture. The agriculture, the vegetation is, there are a lot of people doing there. There's a lot of vegetation. There are a lot of bears. There are a lot of brown bears who've started eating lettuce and peas. So if you guys are complaining that the lettuce and peas is not, you can do the petition against brown bears. I met the Mahila Mandal. I met the Vanki Nari. I did not know I know that women all over the world are leading the thought process. They're leading us to think better and be better. But I never knew that there's a Mahila Mandal in a place called Ruhail in Laul who is taking care of the forest, who is preserving our medicinal herbs. And since you asked me, it's just fascinated me. So while we are, I just met a very dear friend. I think he'll be on the stage. I call him the phantom of Indian textile. I call him a phantom of clothing, and he just doesn't make clothes. Nobody has so much knowledge about textiles and fabrics and where it originated and who were the weavers 1,000 years ago. And while I was doing my motorcycling in India, I just realized there's so much to go and explore. And because I'm an actor, storytelling comes naturally to me. And now we're kind of in the path we just released a 20-minute conversation with the nomads of, they're in the region of this place, which is before, just forgetting the name, Soker Lake. And I chased them for 2 days and I found the nomads, and I released a 20-minute video on the Adivasi Day, which was on the 9th of August. So yeah, for me, I'm just so curious to understand more, to see more. There's so much more in this country. There's so many people, children, men, women, who are doing so much for the society. They're doing so much for community. So I just want to kind of chase them, see what they're doing, because they are the custodians of India. I feel we all are custodians of India. So this is my favorite topic, so you should have told me to be precise. Anyhow, so yeah, a lot of documentaries are on the way.
Definitely, we'll do a separate conversation next time, but thank you so much for joining us here on this quick chat. Really appreciate your time here.
Thank you so much, bro. Always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you. Oh, bravo.